Yo, what's good, guys? What is poppin'? All right, let's get this going. All right, guys. So first of all, good morning. It's CPI day, which means potential volume, hopefully. Anyways, but yeah, hopefully you guys are having a good morning, man. No, oh my God, here we go. Can't hear. Okay. Let's see. Can you guys hear me good? It's the same thing every single day. The no audio. Yes. Okay. I'm gonna. Okay. I'm seeing a lot of yeses. All right. I'm gonna go based off that. All right, guys. But anyways, okay. So first of all, good morning. It's CPI day. We do have a few setups on our chart that we can go ahead and use. Not anything super interesting off open just yet, but we can definitely work with something. All right. Obviously, if the volume and the momentum looks good after CPI came out. All right. No sound. Oh, I hate when this happens. But do I have to restart my stream? There is sound. Okay, I'm just gonna go based off the sound. All right. There's sound. Okay. 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 I get it. 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 Okay. 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 I get it. I get it. Okay. I'm gonna close the chat. Anyways. Okay. So coming into market open today, right? We had quite a bit of buying pressure. We do have fair value gaps both to the upside and to the downside, and we also have nearby liquidities both to the upside and to the downside. All right. Now, with these two levels of liquidity being taken out, we have one on the 15-minute and also on the 5 minutes to the upside up here. And we also have some to the downside on the 5 minute and the 15-minute time frame right down here. All right. Now, what was I gonna say? I was gonna say something. I completely forgot. But yeah, I actually completely forgot. Oh yeah. Okay, so if you guys are looking at my stream right now, you guys might be wondering, David, where's your P&L for today? Well, guys, today I've decided I'm just gonna do commentary. I was looking at my P&L from yesterday, and I am very green on the week. I am calling in a week for myself. I'm very happy with what I got. I'm gonna go ahead and request a payout very soon. So I just don't want to risk giving anything back to the markets or just anything at all, just for the remainder of this week, and just go ahead and request a payout. All right, guys. But that doesn't mean that I won't give you guys setups. It doesn't mean I won't stream. It doesn't mean anything. It just means I just won't take it for myself. For today or maybe even for tomorrow, because you guys know I typically don't really trade Fridays all that often. And I also have to put in the request, which takes a few days. All right, but that's like I said, that doesn't mean that I won't trade. I'm still gonna be on. I'm still gonna be showing you guys setups I would take and everything, and I'll show you guys how to take them so you guys can obviously keep making money whether I'm trading it or not. All right, guys. But yeah. Anyways, let me go ahead and put out that I am live over here on the YouTube. 1 second. One sec. Okay, there we go. Anyways, but yeah, hopefully you guys are doing good. All right. Now, like I said, okay. So let's talk about. There's a few things that I want to talk about today on CPI, on what's it called? On I want to talk about CPI. I want to talk about the new indicator update, and I want to talk about the setups. First, let's start off with the setups, just so we get that part out of the way, and you guys understand what we're looking for. All right, guys. So you take trades on the 5 minute. Honestly, I do mostly the 5 minute, sometimes the 15 minute, and very rarely the 1 minute. But yeah. All right. All right, guys. Okay. Look, everyone. A lot of people are saying that they can't hear me. I'm gonna go ahead and restart my stream. All right, guys. Just stay here. Just rejoin. All right, guys. Just rejoin real quick, man. I hate when this happens, bro. Hold on. Oh man. Okay, I'll be back, guys. Give me 3 seconds. 1 sec. Oh man, I hate when this happens. Okay, we're back. Hopefully you guys can hear me now. I'm not restarting the stream anymore. Is it good now, guys? Is it good for the people that couldn't hear me? Are you guys good? Are you guys good? Yes. Okay, guys. Okay, if you guys ever have the issue where you guys can't hear me, let me show you guys how to fix it. It's super easy. All right. So guys, check this out. All right. If you keep this before you get the setup. All right, quick. If you guys can if there's a time where you can't hear me, all you need to do is join. You're gonna see a few like you're gonna see live trading. You're gonna see live class and whatever. If you can't hear me, join live class. Click join stage and then join the live trading again, and it should reset your audio things, and it should work. All right, guys. So I don't have to reset my stream for the other 600 people. Just join the other class or restart your Discord, and it should work. All right. Anyways, oh my God, we are dumping. Okay, okay. Anyways, okay. So coming into market open, guys, I have to be very fast. So pay attention. All right, guys. So coming into market open, what we can see is we're currently selling off like crazy. We're getting a green to red with a full red selling candle. Now we do have a level of liquidity at 212. So we're gonna see how we take out this level of liquidity and how we react. Depending on the reaction based off this level of liquidity, if we hold below it and inverse 5-minute gap, we could potentially look to take shorts into the next fair value gap below, which will look like this. And we're getting it quick, so I have to be fast. Come on. So you could look for something like maybe like this, right? We don't want to target too much. So something like this would be pretty ideal. All right, guys. And it's coming in pretty quick. So yeah. So if you guys want to look to take shorts around here, give it one more impulse before we really go from there. But yeah, you could potentially look to take shorts around here. So if you guys want to start looking for it, you definitely can. We are holding below the fair value gap with quite a bit enough of selling pressure. Like I said today, I will not be trading for myself, as I'm very green on the week. But this is a very good potential setup that you can look to take into lower. All right, guys. Now, since the market is a little bit aggressive, maybe you use more size less and maybe use something like a 35 to 40 point stop loss. That would be pretty ideal just because the volume is a little bit extra today. Just so you guys can have a little bit more breathing room behind the setup. All right, guys. But yeah, you could definitely look to take something like this into lower. It's not a bad setup whatsoever. All right, guys. So yeah, if you definitely want to look to take this, it's a really good setup in my eyes. We are getting a ton of selling pressure. We got a little bit of a pullback and sellers regain control, which is a beautiful sign. Now, if you guys took shorts or if you're looking to take shorts off this inverse, you can look to target 154. It's about a 1-to-1, a little bit greater than a 1-to-1 risk reward, but it's a really, really nice price target into the next 5-minute fair value gap. Now, there's one kind of iffy thing about this trade that could kind of mess us up a little bit. If you look at the 15-minute time frame, I know on the 5-minute time frame it looks amazing, but on the 15-minute time frame, we are in a 15-minute bullish value gap, which could cause a little bit of issues, right? But as long as the selling momentum looks very strong and everything is looking lined up, this setup can look very, very good. All right, now it just depends on the type of pullback that we get here in the market, because right now we're kind of flipping from red to green a little bit. We'll see if this holds. Remember, your stop loss should be around 35 to 40 points. So I would say around 235 to 240 of a stop loss. That should be a pretty good one. So somewhere around this range. But yeah, we'll see how the market reacts, of course. Now, remember, we are inside of a bullish 15-minute gap, so it can get a little bit scary. But as long as you put this stop loss around here, like I said, if you can afford to size 40 points, do 40. If not, do 35. Regardless, it should be around the 235 point stop loss range. All right, guys. But so far, we got 2 pullbacks. This one was kind of close to the stop loss, but not enough to stop you guys out. Hopefully not. And yeah, we'll see if we could trade into 154. All right, guys. Hopefully that is the case. All right. But yeah, guys, type a quick one in the chat if you guys are taking this trade. Let me know in the chat, guys. Let me know in the chat. Am I in? No. Personally, like I said, I'm not going to be taking this trade for myself. Not because I don't like it. I actually really like the setup. It looks really nice. It's just because I'm very green on the week and I'm about to request a payout on Apex. So I don't want to be risking giving back any profits if the trade goes against us or whatever. I'm pretty happy with the week, so I'm personally calling it for myself. But that doesn't mean that I won't get on stream and give you guys some trades. You know what I mean? Trades that I would take, of course. You know what I mean? But yeah. Top Step is down again. No. 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 You're lying, right? You're lying, right? What do you mean Top Step is down again? It's working? Okay, yo, don't be trolling, bro. It's down? Yo, okay, can we get like it's working? Okay, bro, maybe you have internet issues, bro. Come on now, bro. Mine crashed? Oh no. Oh no. Third time this week. Let me check Twitter. Hold up. There's no way Top Step is down again, dude. It's like, bro, they have to be doing that shit on purpose now. Third time they got a new platform coming in, dude. How is the CEO of Top Step gonna make a new broker when he can't even manage a prop firm thing? Like, are you crazy? That's like the last thing you should be doing right now, bro. You should be fixing your platform, bro. Like what? But yeah, bro. Dude, Top Step, bro. They need to fix that shit, bro. They really do need to fix that.
But yeah, guys, so far price, I want to say the trade looks good. It does. As long as we hold below 212, we are good because we will be holding bearish. But we keep trying to get these pullbacks here with the buying pressure. Although sellers keep trying to bring this lower and lower every single time, it's like buyers are trying to fight for this to go higher. So it's going to be kind of a little tricky trade because we're going to be buyers are trying to sweep this drawn liquidity, which can constantly be switching the buys from bullish to bearish, from bullish to bearish, so on and so forth. But like I said, guys, if you're in shorts right now, as long as price is holding below 212, it should look good. All right, guys, because that's all that confirms the bearish bias. All right, guys, especially with the selling pressure coming in, it's not as strong as we want it to be because if it was, we would have already seen the price targets. But once again, don't let these pullbacks really get you too much as long as we hold up below 212. As long as we hold below 212, you're good. Where's the stop loss? Okay, so if you're taking this trade, which is a commentary trade, your stop loss should be around the 235 to 240 range. All right. Now, I'm hoping that you sized a little bit lighter on this trade because obviously the stop loss is a little bit more extended. And the reason I say this is because the volume today, since the CPI, it's a little bit more volatile, right? So, the pullbacks are a lot more vulnerable to happen. So you want to be giving the trade a little bit more breathing room before anything. All right. But yeah, we'll see how this one goes. Now, if this setup doesn't really end up working out due to a deal sweep or whatever, I might have one more for you guys. But I don't want to be pushing out too many setups too quick. I obviously want to give the market its time to really breathe and do its thing. But for now, the setup that we have, it looks good. It's just price is kind of just like dancing around this 212 level. So it's kind of hard to decide or to tell you guys whether it's confirmed that we're gonna go bearish or if it's gonna be a reversal. Because remember, guys, we are looking to take shorts around a deal sweep at 212. So, it could get a little bit, whatever. But we'll see. We'll see. But worst case, if price wants to hold above 212, we do have a bearish rally gap above if you guys are open to taking it. But it really depends on the reaction that we get from 212. Right now, we're constantly getting green to red candle flips. It's just buyers keep trying to buy this up, which, you will be surprised. After a few candle flips, sellers should be gaining control. But it's really all a matter of time. All right, guys. So yeah, just give the trade some time. Give the trade some room to breathe. And yeah, we'll see how this goes. But worst case, we do have a fair rally up to the upside, depending on if we sweep 212 or not. All right, guys. But yeah, look, we're back down to green to red. So can this be the candle sell-off? We'll see. All right, guys. But yeah, once again, keep your stop loss around the 235 range. That should be enough to tell the trade like if it has room or not. But yeah, let's see if the third time's the actual sell-off here. Because yeah, the market is kind of chopping up a little. Not really chopping up, but it is. They're fighting for a position here. That's what's going on. They're really fighting for a position here. We keep flipping from red to green to red to green to red to green. Look at it again. You see what I mean? So yeah, we'll see. But yeah, right now we're getting even more buying pressure. So yeah, this deal sweep is definitely something. Like I said, I might have another setup if this one doesn't end up working out. I just don't want to give it to you guys too quick because I do want to give the market some time to really, yeah, it did end up hitting the stop loss. I do want to end up, giving the market some time to really breathe here. But right now, pretty much what's going on, guys, is okay. So look, we tried taking shorts off of this fair value gap here. But the problem is that we are inside of a 15-minute gap, which I didn't really think would be an issue with the selling pressure. Let me see. Because let me see. I gotta give the market some time to really tell you guys what might happen next. Because it's a little bit hard here when we keep just playing around this 212 level. I don't know if it's gonna be a deal will sweep into this inverse or a fair value gap rejection into lower into a reentry. It's just price is a little bit too unstable right now to kind of tell. We're pumping one time, we're dumping the next time, we're pumping one time, we're dumping the next time. So yeah, give me a few minutes to really read the market here. Guys, if there's if a reentry comes along, would you guys be down for me to give it to you guys, or do you guys want to wait for the next one? And answer quick because we're getting a green to red flip again, bro. Like what? You could look to do something like this into the candle wick, maybe. Would you guys want another reentry if it comes again? Whatever you like the most. I do believe in this setup that I can work out. It's just price looks a little bit too unstable at the moment. Not forever, but at the moment from the setup. Because we have the reentry just ready here. But we keep pulling back for no apparent reason. Hold on. Yeah, if you guys want to look to re-enter, it looks primed right now, guys. If you guys want, just click the sell button. We got the retracement into the bearish rally gap with a rejection. If we don't reject here, then I don't know what will. Hold up, guys. But yeah, let me know if you guys re-entered. I know the trade is a little bit messy. Just price isn't super stable, mainly because of CPI and the data coming out and everything. But if you guys did re-enter, look to target the same price targets. The reason I'm liking this the re-entry a little bit more, let me explain to you guys, is not only did we flip from green to red again, and if this entry doesn't end up working out, it's probably best to just avoid this market as it's not stable at all. But guys, the reason I'm liking this re-entry is because we just finished retracing into this 5-minute bearish rally gap. Not only did we reject, not only did we flip from green to red, showing us that sellers are still in control, but we also inversed the same fair value gap yet again. If this doesn't end up holding up, then the market's just too unstable. All right, guys. The markets would just be way too unstable. But yeah, I mean, there's no way. There's literally no way that this doesn't end up holding up or holding down. We have a fair value gap projection. We're holding below the drawn liquidity. We have constant green to reds. We have room for lower. There is no way that this does not end up holding down. If it doesn't, I'm literally going to get off and call it because it'll be just too unstable. No, I see the 15-minute, guys. I'm mainly working off the 5-minute confirmations. So yeah, I'm just mainly working off the 5-minute confirmations. It looks like it has a lot more, and we know where we want to go to because we're getting the selling aggression. It's literally right in front of our face. All right. So we can look to trade the 5-minute into the 15-minute what's it called, anticipation. But if you guys want to wait for the 15-minute, you can also do that. But the 5-minute just looks so much more confirmed, which is why I'm mainly working off this one. But bro, it's like we're trying to get the selling. It's just so unstable. You guys see it. We're getting selling, then buying, and then selling back down, and then buying again. So yeah, but if you guys do want to wait for the 15-minute, you definitely can. But I just want to see how the 5-minute ends up working out here. But yeah. It's too choppy. It's not that it's choppy because we definitely have volume. It's too indecisive. Like the market itself, although we have the setup and the confirmations, the market itself doesn't really know where it wants to go. This could be because of CPI. It already did the movement in the market. We don't really know. We don't really know. But yeah, if this trade doesn't end up working out, I'm just going to kind of just call it and just say that the market is way too unstable for any trade, at least at the moment. And then just go from there, you know. Maybe the PM might be looking a little bit more clean after the price, you know, did all this thing after CPI. But yeah, we'll see how this goes. Fucked up. Is it still down? Where I put my stop loss? If you're gonna take this trade, put your stop loss like candle high up here, which will be the rejection. So at 239. Like I said, if this one doesn't work, maybe it's best to just come back maybe during the PM session or just come back tomorrow. Because this AM session is way too unstable. Although we do have the confirmations and all the perfect setup, it's just not really holding all that much. But we'll see. Once again, it's at 2. Yeah, no. Yeah, dude. There's no way I'm gonna try to trade this, dude. It's way too unstable for today. Both entries didn't end up holding. And if watch, we're gonna reject again. Yeah, no. Anytime David sits out, it's a loss. Dude, I don't know if it's a coincidence, bro, but yeah, no, guys. There's no way I'm gonna try to trade this market, bro. It's way too unstable. Way too unstable. David. Oh, nice. Yeah, once again, guys, my bad for this trade idea. It looked really good. Don't get me wrong. It's just the market conditions right now, or at least for today, just look really unstable. Not like the rest of this week. where price was just straight into the price targets. This one was kind of just a little bit of a mess. So don't worry, I'll count it as red and everything. Don't worry. But but yeah, no, this one didn't end up working out. First kind of loss of the week, or at least trade idea. Uh, that was a losing thing of the week, unfortunately. But I want to see why, because it's just nothing is being respected here. Not this inverse, not these inverses. I don't know. It could be the 15-minute, but there's no way because we're rejecting off everything on the 5-minute. Yeah, I know it's in the middle of a 15-minute, but once again, of a 15-minute bullish rally gap, but I'm working based off the 5 minutes. Um, the 5-minute is tells you everything you need to know, which is the fair value gap projection, constant green to red, seller aggression coming in, impulses, and we're holding below 212. So I figured, that should be enough to tell us that we want to be bearish. But yeah. Longs, I don't want to be giving you guys too many trade ideas in this type of market where it looks unstable. I'll stay on for a little bit longer. Maybe the market might want to pick up the volume a little bit more. But for now, I'm just gonna watch and see whether the market is unstable or if it wants to go to the upside due to a DOL sweep and go even higher. But for now, just kind of just sit back and just wait a little bit for the market to do its thing. I know that right now we're working with a DOL sweep into an inverse, but like I said, look at the market that we're trading right now in the 5-minute time frame. It just looks a little bit too unstable. So give it some time. I would say a few minutes and then just see how it goes. Because with the most confirmed short setup, that one didn't even work. So, it could just fake you out yet again. So for now, just kind of sit back and avoid and see what we can get, going forward, maybe heading into the PM session. It's not really that we're confirmed considering that we're inside of a 15-minute. Well, you can anticipate it because all it is on the 15-minute is we're holding it. But on the 5-minute time frame, we inverse the fair value gap inside of the 15-minute with all of the game confirmations that can make us go lower. Did you enter the trade? No. For me, no. I'm not gonna trade today nor tomorrow because I'm requesting a payout. I'm very good on this week, so I called it. But yeah, I didn't take this trade for myself. But yeah. Are you done for the week? Are you trading tomorrow? I'll be on tomorrow. Well, tomorrow is OPEX, so I'll see how the volume goes, but I'll probably be on. Yeah. Hey David, what's your trading plan for the rest of the year? Like, are you gonna take the month off? Well, the month is already ending, so there's not much to really take off. But for next week, it's not that I even want to. We're kind of gonna be forced to. And the main reason for that is because the markets next week will be closed for most of the week due to Christmas. So we have Christmas Eve, Christmas itself. I don't know if the markets are closed the day after Christmas, but yeah. Most of next week the markets will be closed, and if they're not, they'll probably just be very, very choppy, as most people won't be trading it either way. David, on these accounts, approach it with 5, EJ. But come back another day, but today's market is not stable, bro. This thing is not really super trade. At least not right now. It's not super tradable. The best way to come back is, I think, is after New Year's. Yeah, but yeah, pretty much. That's when the market kind of, everyone comes back to the markets. But the week of Christmas, which is next week, is not the most stable. So yeah. Hey, David, you already have it, bro. David, can you show us how to make? So yeah, I have a video. I'm just gonna edit it on myself, bro. I'm just gonna crop it, because I did stutter a lot in the video and just edit it myself, bro. Because finding an editor, dude, that thing is a whole pain in the ass, bro. You train the week of New Year's or after? I'll be training the week of New Year's. I just don't want to be training the week of Christmas. That training that week is a pain in the ass. Price chopped us today? Yeah, bro. Unfortunately, dude, the setup looked I really like the setup, bro. And we had all the confirmations and we nearly hit the price target. I'm not sure why we didn't do that and just completely reverse. Well, maybe mainly because of the 15 minute, but I was really anticipating that we were going to inverse that as well with no issues, especially with the way that sellers were coming in. That shouldn't have been an issue, but yeah. But yeah, once again, guys, I'm gonna stay on stream for a little bit longer. I'm not really gonna call it a day just yet. I'm gonna try to find you guys one more setup. But first, I do want to wait for the market to kind of stabilize itself and really show us a strong movement. And once we get that, I'm sure we can find a setup, especially with the way that that we have the volume lined up. And once a cleaner volume, cleaner setup type of thing comes along, I'll be able to give you guys a better setup. And in this range, I kind of refuse to trade anything here. It's just way too unstable. Am I crazy for only one more? Nah, you're fine. It's probably just the emotions of a loss coming in. You're good. I need to stay cash today. Thursdays are already shitty. That's not how it works. But today's CPI, bro. It's a big hit or miss day. The volume can be all over the place. Oh yeah. Okay. So actually, bro, it'll be easier because right now I kind of want to focus on the charts. There is a new update for the indicator that we have coming out, guys, which is gonna be just way cleaner, way more feedback, way more everything. But I think I'm just gonna post like the notes in the future shop so you guys can read it at your own pace. The trade hitter 1-to-1, no. Nah, not really. Because what's it called? Let me see. You inverse this here, so wait. No, I'm pretty sure we got stopped up beforehand. I was about to say, did it hit a 1-to-1? Wait. Oh no, it didn't hit a 1-to-1. Wait. Oh yeah, no, it didn't. I was about to say, dude, I was tripping out, bro. I was be like, what? No, it didn't. It hit the stop loss. But yeah, I'm gonna once again, guys. It seems like buyers are stepping in a lot more. After this deal was sweet, we're probably gonna target this high up here at the New York high. Depending on the reaction based off this price over here, we can probably get a nice setup going. But like I said, I don't want to be forcing out like setups for you guys just to take. You know what I mean? I want to wait for the perfect one. To see if one comes along. We do have a huge 15-minute gap above, but the volume right now doesn't really seem so lined up with this gap since it is a big gap and it is very far away. We would have to pump up about 120 points just for an entry. And the way that price is moving right now, we've been 30 minutes into the markets and we're just barely getting out of this choppy range. So yeah, we'll see how this comes along. Yeah, come back a different day, EJ. The market's a little bit unstable. But yeah, bro, the first bad day that we've had in a minute. And don't worry, guys. I know I said I wasn't gonna trade today, but I'm gonna count it as I did give you guys the setup. I'm gonna count it as a losing day. Um, but yeah, bro, the first kind of bad day that we've had in a long time. But obviously, don't let it bother you. You know what I mean? This is one bad day. You know, but yeah, just very very choppy market. Although the setup was perfect, just recently we've been having our setups just go straight into our price targets, and today it was the complete opposite, bro. Would you take longs? Right now, no. I mean, not only is there no setup nearby, but the price isn't really as stable as we want it to be just yet. So give the market some time, let it relax, let it kind of clear up, and then once we get a clear type of price action, we go from there. All right, we do have a setup above, although it is pretty far away. I'm sure we can get to it eventually, depending on the trend and everything. But yeah, we can go from there. What other platform should I use, dude? Guys, is Top Step still down? I refuse to believe that Top Step went down yet again for the third time this week, bro. No, it's not. Is it back up? Some people were telling me that it was working good. Some people were telling me that it was working, not working. Um, so yeah. But yeah, you guys see what I mean here, right? It was down for like the first 5 minutes of the trade. Yeah, that's what a lot of people were saying. Were you looking for trades tomorrow? I'll see, because tomorrow is not FOMC. Tomorrow is OPEX. So if the market is choppy today after CPI, just imagine how it could be tomorrow. So I'll give it a look. I'll let you guys know tomorrow whether I'm going to go live or not, because I obviously don't want to be giving you guys trades in a very bad market. I mean, look at how today went. Very unstable market, very, not the best market. But yeah, I'll see how tomorrow opens up. If I like it, I'll go ahead and get on. If not, I'll let you guys know, hey, probably not the best to trade today. Maybe take your profits for the week and just call it. All right. And I'm really hoping that today didn't wipe all of you guys' profits. But one second, guys. One second. All right, I'm back. Ugh, I'm back. It did? No way, bro. Dude. Okay, so no, you're oversizing way too much, Shaggy. That's way too much, dude. Way too much. Might just come back after the holidays. Yeah, that's not a bad idea, bro. But yeah, Shaggy, you're sizing way too much if it set you back 4 days, bro. That's bro. We've had crazy trades this week, bro. We had 200 points. We had 80 points twice. You can't let one or two 35 to 40 point trades stop you out, bro. David, let's take tomorrow off next week. Like I said, I'm going to see how tomorrow opens up since it is OPEX. If I like the way that it's moving and it looks very aggressive, I'll get on. If not, I'll let you guys know, hey, maybe it's not the best to trade right now. I would watch it, bro. But guys, right now, for those wondering like what's going on right now, I'm kind of just waiting for the market to do something. I might give it to like 10:30. If it looks like it's stopping until 10:30, I'll probably just try to come back during the PM session. And try to commentate behind the setup there. Of course, only if it looks really good. But yeah, today's AM session not as expected. You typically think of CPI and you're like, oh wow, like we're gonna move like crazy. And yeah, we have the volume. It's just we don't have that momentum that we want to see. The market doesn't know where it wants to go itself. Although we have the setups, it's like it's kind of just stuck in the opening range, right? We're stuck here. We're not doing anything, right? So I'm trying to see what we can do here. Any fuck day one is great, dude. You joined on the one and only day that we've had like a bad day on, bro. The one and only day, bro. Nah, but dude, it happens, bro. Don't worry, bro. Don't worry, don't worry. That days are bound to come. But yeah, just today we had, like I said, we had a good setup, bro. It's just a little bit unstable. David Petter approved. Nice, bro. Nice, nice, nice. Let me see. I've been coming back from holiday on the worst days. This has happened the last 4 times I've come off break. Although long term I'm up hella, bro. It's one bad day, bro. Come on now. Come on now, bro. It's one bad day, bro. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. Now we'll see how the market opens up tomorrow, but yeah. Now the only thing I'm a little bit worried about, but not really worried about too much, is next week. I know for a fact that next week we're not gonna be going as crazy as usual because obviously, guys, it's Christmas. All right, so not only are the markets closed, but even if they're open, no one's really gonna be trading it. So the price is gonna be very, very choppy. So yeah, we'll see how that week goes in terms of content I have to put out. Because I obviously don't want to leave you guys with the whole week off. You know what I mean? I have to do something. But yeah, we'll see. Around how much buffer should be for a 25K account before withdrawing? Give yourself about 1.5K of buffer. Hold on, guys. David, ES shorts? No, not yet, not yet, not yet. Like I said, give the market a little bit more time. I do have one last setup for you guys, which will be off the 15-minute gap, the 15-minute and 5-minute gap below down here. But it could take some time, bro, because the market's just a little bit unstable. Then on a 50K one shot withdraw, try to do around 54,000, so you can give yourself a $2,000 buffer. Has the bias flipped or still bearish? We're kind of still sitting around this 212 level, so we're actually pretty neutral. We're not bullish nor bearish, because we need to see what type of reaction we get here. Now, yeah, at some point we were bullish, because obviously we were holding above the nearest liquidity taken out, which was 212. But now we're kind of just going back down into it because the market is yet still unstable, right? So right now, kind of what I'm waiting for is I want to see if there's enough selling pressure, to kick in below 212, enough selling pressure with enough momentum, to kick in below 212. And if we're able to get that, we can work with not only a bearish bias with enough selling pressure, but we can also work with yet kind of the same entry, a little bit lower, but a little bit more confirmed. Because you guys know, yes, although we loved, or at least I did, although we loved shorts below this inverse with the 5-minute fair value gap projection and everything, it didn't work out mainly because of the 15-minute time frame of fair value gap holding it up, right? So what if we get all of the same confirmations, but instead of taking the shorts where we took the shorts, we take it from the 15-minute fair value gap inverse? You know what I mean? Because once we inverse this, we really have nothing stopping us until the price target, all right, which is about 50 points away. So this setup is a pretty ideal setup. It's just, I don't want to tell you guys anything just yet until we get the cleanest momentum. And if we don't get that, then I'll just tell you guys, hey, maybe don't take this trade, because it'll just be maybe a little bit too, it would just be too choppy, pretty much. David, should I only trade evals for next week? Dude, honestly, bro, don't even trade next week. That's your best bet, bro. It's Christmas, bro. Like I said, it's going to be very, very slow. It's going to be very, very mentally draining. Last thing you want, bro, is to be, annoyed or very frustrated during Christmas. You know what I mean? The whole point of the holiday is to be the opposite, So yeah. But yeah, guys, once again, for those wondering what I'm watching right now, not really much, but we do have an idea as to what to expect. We're looking at literally the same exact setup that we took earlier. But instead of entering off this inverse over here, we're just gonna wait for the 15 minutes to get inversed over here, and also the 5-minute fair value gap over here. And once we're able to get that, we should, with enough confirmations, keyword should, be able to go straight down to the price target at 50 points. But it really depends on how the momentum is coming in. Right now, we have pretty clean momentum. If you ask me, I like it. Right, we're not getting random wicks like here. We're getting straight selling. All right, but obviously we need to approach the fair value gap. We need to take out the level of liquidity at 154 and so on, right? Or the liquidity, I'm gonna move from 154 to 161, right? Because that's where we kind of bounce from. But depending on the reaction based off this and the momentum, we should, keyword should, once again, guys, we should be able to seek lower. All right. But yet again, it really depends on the momentum and the reaction based off the level of liquidity. All right, guys, I can't really work with much here, but I'm trying my best with what I have in the markets. All right, so bear with me. We're gonna try. All right, guys, we're gonna try this, but not yet, not yet. Let it do its thing, and we'll go from there. 199 again? What do you mean 199? Oh no, not there. The 15 minutes. So pretty much 115 around there. All right, guys.
Hold on, guys. I'm typing up like something real quick. Which says indecision. $25,161. Hold on, guys. It's because NQ was struggling to. Looking to see how price reacts. How price is able to react from drawn liquidity at 25,161. Depending on. From 5/15 minute bullish inverse. If price is able to shoot down, hold below, do well for a bearish bias and inverse. Shouldn't have anything at 25. Hold on, guys. I'm almost done typing this up. I'm like super locked in right now, bro. I gotta get the good setup here. One sec, guys. It's 75. And then okay, so we have a price target at, I would say 3 price targets. So 25 and 008.25 and 24 953.75. Okay, let me kind of reread this. I'm gonna show this on the screen so you guys can also get an idea as to what we're watching. But okay, one second, guys. Let me see. Okay, so let me see. This is for the commentary, by the way, guys. If we get another setup, if the markets look good. Okay, so although it seemed like we had a perfect setup on Q at market open, the market obviously had other plans that kind of chopped up. Thankfully, it seems like the market is finally starting to pick up some cleaner and smoother momentum, and that's showing us as much chop in the decision, which can make for a good setup to take. I'm eyeing this idea on Q. I'm eyeing the same idea on Q, which was short. The reason why the first trade was a little messy was because NQ was trying to inverse the 15-minute, although we inversed the 5-minute already. I'm looking to see how price is able to react from the drawn liquidity at 161. Depending on how the selling pressure is shown, we can look to take shorts on NQ again, but from the 5/15-minute inverse. If price is able to shoot down, hold below the drawn liquidity for a bearish bias and inverse the fair value gap on both time frames, NQ shouldn't have anything stopping sellers from shooting down into the drawn liquidity at these price targets. So this is the current setup. Now, obviously, I'm not going to post it just yet because I obviously want to see how price is able to hold below 161 first. Now, it could take a little bit of time due to the market momentum being clean, but the volume kind of slowing down a little bit, it seems like. Well, not really, because we are still kind of moving here. It's just obviously the setup is quite far away, though. Right, about 70 points away. So we do have to wait on that first, but the closer we get to it, I'll consider seeing how the momentum comes along, and we go from there. All right, guys. But yeah. David, why didn't you take the all right, bro. Bro. But yeah. Can anyone hear him? I'm here, bro.
But yeah, guys, hopefully the market doesn't slow down anytime soon because I actually really want to get this setup going. It's like I said, it's gonna be the same idea as the one that we had from this morning, just with less restrictions, right? Obviously, we took a little bit of a risk this morning with the confirmations given, right, where we wanted to take shorts from the 5-minute inverse, but obviously the 15-minute had other ideas and unfortunately held us up, right? But if we kind of work with the same confirmations, but with a little bit more extra confirmations, we can look to inverse the 15-minute gap, the one that stopped us out, and inverse that into lower. All right. So technically, this setup should be a way cleaner and safer setup. Although it might be a later entry, it will be safer and cleaner. All right. So I guess we could just wait for that as well. All right, guys. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. Dave, oh wait, what's the indicator update? Okay, I guess we can talk about it a little bit more. Let me see. Let me put it up here. There. All right, let me see. Okay, so while we wait, there's not too many things, but it's enough here. Let me take a screenshot of it and kind of hold on. Let me kind of scroll down a little bit here. Okay, I'm gonna take a screenshot of the notes first, and then I'll take a screenshot of the charts after. Okay. So while we wait for the setup, let me kind of just take it like a nice read here. Let me see what we have going on. Okay, so for the first thing, the indicator now detects 15-minute fair value gaps while you're on the 5-minute chart, which is something that could have helped us today because once again, today although we did take an inverse off the 5-minute, we did have a 15-minute chart, or I mean a 15-minute gap kind of holding us back a little bit. Although I did believe that we were going to go lower due to the selling pressure, but you know, it could be a million things, right? But yeah, the indicator will now be able to detect the 15-minute fair value gaps while you're on the 5-minute chart. Just in case you didn't open up the 15-minute and you weren't paying attention, it will show you it. All right. These are treated like higher time frame fair value gaps and are tracked alongside the native 5-minute fair value gap. Both are set to show a max of 5 fair value gaps at a time. All right. Now, when a 5-minute fair value gap and a 15-minute fair value gap line up, the script marks out it as a matching edge / confirmation and draws a line and label saying 5 plus 15-minute fair value gap. So obviously that's pretty self-explanatory, right? So once again, like let's say for example, right, you're seeing a 5-minute gap here, right? But you go on the 15-minute, and we also have a 15-minute gap right over here. It's the same gap. So the indicator will just say, hey, we have 2 fair value gaps stacked on top of each other. This just adds more confidence behind the trade or more confirmation behind the trade. Because obviously, if you're inversing not only a 5-minute, but a 15-minute, that's a very, very good sign. All right. So they can just help you find more confirmations and give you a nicer, more confirmed setup, which gives you more confidence behind the setup, which can lead into more sizing and just more confidence overall. All right, guys. Now, the next thing. Oh, where'd it go? And dude, we're pumping up again. Dude, this market is so unstable. It's not unstable. It just doesn't work. It's just super choppy, bro. High volume, just very choppy. We haven't taken out barely any levels of liquidity out. So I guess we'll just have to keep waiting. Anyways, and I refuse to take shorts until we inverse the 15-minute. Obviously, we learned the hard way. The 15-minute is being very respected today. So if you want to set up into shorts, it would have to be based off the 15-minute inverse or just this inverse down here. Okay, so if if the trade at the 15-minute setup is closer, is labeled. Okay, so there's a new setting coming out. The script will show 15-minute setups on the 5-minute time frame if they are closer. Okay, that's pretty good. It's pretty ideal. Example of this. Let's say the 5-minute time frame is way too choppy, which it kind of is, right? And there are any valid setups on the 5-minute time frame to really take nearby. The script will also look at any valid 15-minute setups if it aligns with all the rules, like a possible 1-to-1 risk reward and no opposing fair value gaps we can reject from, and etc. Possible restrictions behind the trade. Then it will show the entry and stop loss zones on the 5-minute time frame as if we were on the 15-minute time frame. So it will just show you guys more setups on one time frame, right? Just in case there's nothing on the 5-minute and there is something on the 15-minute, just in case you refuse to or you're just too lazy to look at the 15-minute, it'll go ahead and line up and show you guys. All right. But yeah, even if the setting is disabled, it will tell you in the table, which will be like in the checklist over here, that there's a 15-minute fair value gap inverse that you could possibly take. All right. This means that the closest valid setup is on the 15-minute time frame, and there's nothing on the time frame that you're sitting on, which is possibly even the 5-minute time frame. All right. Now, when the 15-minute time frame is used for a trade, even though the fair value gap is migrated, for IFG trades, we also now create a visual 15-minute higher time for value gap overlay for the life of the trade. Pretty ideal, right? It will just give you more confirmations. If you don't want the trade to enter or show setups using the 15-minute setup, but you still want the overlaid higher time frame fair value gap setup, you could show it. Okay. So okay, yeah, because with this one right here, I feel like it can cause a lot of confusion. Because a lot of people might be on the 5-minute time frame and you see a setup that you're like, oh, but I don't really see it. Right? Or it's maybe just too confusing. You could turn it off, but you can also have the fair value gap being shown on the 15-minute just without an entry. So it would just cause less of a mess and less confusion. But that's only if you want it, right? And then the last update being the 15-minute fair value gaps can be customized so that they're more transparent or even a different color. So it's easier to kind of tell the difference between the 5-minute gaps and the 15-minute gaps, which is kind of just like a UI type of thing. And that kind of just makes up for all of the stuff that we have coming for this update at least. So you guys let me know how it is. All right, guys, you guys let me know how it is. Like if you guys feel like there's anything else to add, or if you guys think that there's gonna be a good change, let us know. Let us know. Damn, Krabby went red as well today. Like I said, bro, the charts looked really good in terms of setups. It's just we didn't have like it just didn't want to get respected, bro. But at least we weren't the only one. You know what I mean? It just goes to show that the market today is just very choppy. I mean, once again, okay, I want you guys to pay attention here. All right, guys. I wish he loved continuations like he does inverses. Wait, if you're talking about me and not Krabby, I don't know if you're talking about me or Krabby. Dude, I trade continuations. They just don't happen as often as inverses. So obviously, I'm not gonna be like, oh, guys, we have an inverse, but I like continuation models more, so I'm not gonna take the inverse. You know what I mean? No, I'm gonna take whichever one I get first, right? We just don't get continuation models all that often. In fact, I actually traded one not too long ago, if I'm not mistaken. I think it was the day we had the losing trade. So it was right here, right after we took the inverse here and we got stopped out due to I don't even know what happened there. I took a continuation model off this 15-minute, and it took forever, but it played out for about 40 points. So yeah, I don't trade them as often because once again, they don't really happen as often with the confirmations that I look for in the markets. But they do happen every now and then, which I'm actually pretty open to taking. David, are we in a buy? Not yet. We're waiting on a little bit more of a setup. We're about to take a level of liquidity at 3.2 or 3.30 pretty much. So let's see how we react off this level. We're kind of picking up a little bit more volume than before. Although I was hoping for a little bit more selling pressure, we're getting kind of buying pressure, but it's okay. You know, we have setups above as well, which we can also use to work with. All right. But yeah. Do I need to manually update the indicator? Okay, so if you guys have the indicator, whenever we release the update, which should be over the weekend, it's pretty much ready. I just have to post it. All you need to do is click here, this little arrow, and you're gonna see a purple like circle. Click on this purple circle, your chart will refresh, and that just means that the indicator got updated. That's all it is. It's one click, and it'll be right here next to the eyeball thing right here. Just click it, and that's it. All right, you should be good. Have they taken out? Yeah. Going forward, we can probably get a setup. It'll probably take a little bit longer than what I'm expecting because if you want to take shorts, it would have to be mainly off of this 5-minute gap here. But the problem is, if we take shorts from this 5-minute gap here, we're gonna be inside of a 15-minute gap over here, right? And we don't really want to do that, right? So look, if we take shorts right over here, we're gonna go straight into the fair value gap. Right now, if you want to take longs, unfortunately, you know, I know we were just talking about continuation models, but we can't take a continuation model. And yes, it looks good, but not the best. The reason I say this is mainly because if we take a continuation model here, no matter how many points we go up, we're gonna approach this huge 15-minute bearish fair value gap, right? Which can reject us just like how it did the first time, right? So I would much rather, whether we get a continuation or not, I would use that as a confirmation rather than an entry and wait for this 15 minutes to get inversed, and then we would have nothing stopping us until the price target at 450. All right, guys. But yeah. But yeah. So right now we did take out the level of liquidity at 330. So we're gonna see how we react, whether it's a DOL sweep, a continuation into higher, into the inverse above, or we want to reject all the way back down. All right, guys. We need a video on how to use the indicator. It's quite self-explanatory, but I'll work on it. It's just not gonna be the most highly edited video because obviously you guys know me and the editor problem, um, which is very annoying. but yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna delete this since we're not really gonna use this anymore. Now we are getting a little bit of a DOL sweep here. Like I said, I would love to take shorts in this case, bro, but we can't take it here because obviously our first price target is going to be 10 points. And if we take it here, then we're going to go straight into the bearish rally gap, which is the one that stopped us out this morning, right? So our only choice here is really just pump up here. I mean, it's really the only thing we can do here. Let me see. David, if the gap is over 35 points, is it best to just put the stop below or above the gap? You wouldn't even take the gap. Wait. If the gap is over 35... Wait, what? What do you mean if the gap is over 35 points? Because are you talking about fair value gap? Because if you're reading a fair value gap, it should be 40 or more points, not 35. Bro. But yeah, guys, right now we're getting quite a bit of buying pressure. I mean, we're breaking out of the choppy range that we were in. We're breaking above high day. We're trying to hold above it. We'll see how it goes as we go on. But if we can inverse fair value gap up here, longs will actually look pretty good. Although it is pretty far away. I'll take maybe like 60 points. Yeah, it's 75 points away. We could probably still get it if the buying pressure still looks right. I would just love to take longs around this range for an earlier entry, but it would just be way too risky, man. And that's not the thing that I'm trying to do today. The 1 minute looked good earlier. Either way, like I said, I'm not trying to trade anything in this range. It's way too choppy today. So yeah. Yeah, dude, even Krabi tried taking shorts today. He took it at 200 at 951. What time did we take shorts? Let me see. We took shorts at... Yeah, dude, we took shorts at the same time. Yeah, we literally took shorts at literally the same time. And we both got stopped out at the same time. How much is one? I do it for 750, but I do offer some discounts here and there if you need it. You both ignored ES too? I mean, what did ES have that NQ didn't? Yeah, ES didn't have anything. It didn't even have a fair value gap. You know, ES wasn't the case today. It was just kind of the 15-minute gap. Would that be the confirmed trade? Yeah. Wait. What? 391. I'm looking at 415. Well, okay. Yeah, you're looking at the 5-minute gap here. No, don't inverse this 5-minute gap because you're still gonna be inside the 15-minute. Just inverse the 15-minute instead. It'll give you more confirmation and less to worry about. We bounced off the midpoint. Yeah, but so do we on NQ as well. So it was kind of just like a 2-and-2 type of thing. But like I said, I personally anticipated that we're going to inverse that 15-minute just because of all the confirmations we had flowing in at the time. Once again, we had not only a bunch of selling pressure, a bunch of green to reds showing that sellers were in control. We were holding below 212, which was the level of liquidity for the sweep. We had room for lower, and just everything looks super strong. I'm like, okay, well, shorts here look pretty ideal. Why not take it? The first entry didn't work out, but it seemed like it was a 5-minute retracement into the 5-minute bearish rally gap. We rejected off that yet again. We tried it again from the same entry, and nothing. Literally nothing. It just retraced back up, and we just started chopping up around that range. So I'm like, you know what? The market is maybe just a little bit too indecisive, where it doesn't know where it wants to go since we keep going up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, and you just can't do much with it, right? So I just figured, let's just stay away from this kind of choppy range. Let's wait for us to break out, and that's exactly what we're doing right now. All right, so we're just waiting for some sort of buying pressure, which we already have. Just hopefully it's enough to inverse the 415 level at the fair value gap, so we can go ahead and target 450. All right, but yeah, we'll see how that goes. Anyone's long in at 393. Like I said, I would avoid 393 and just target 415 as an inverse. But yeah, we'll see. Right now, we are getting quite a bit of buying pressure. As much as I would love to go longs here after all of this buying coming in, unfortunately, we can't. Not only do we have no nearby setups until 4:15, but even if we did have a nearby setup into longs, we can't really take it because we're inside of a 15-minute bearish value gap, which can cause the same issue as this morning. So we're pretty much forced to wait till 4:15, which I really don't want to do, but we have to do it. All right. But we'll see. Obviously, I'll let you guys know how the pressure is looking like as we go into the inverse, if we even approach it. But right now, it's all a matter of just waiting. But yeah, if you guys want to look for an earlier entry, I mean, ES has that same inverse, just a lot smaller and a lot more earlier into the entry. If you want to take that, but for me, I'm gonna wait for NQ. If I enter with 2 micros and add more after, I mean, that's not super ideal. But if you want to do that, then you definitely can. But yeah, go ahead, bro. Bro, you guys know I'm always reading the chat, EJ. 4:15 meaning 25. Yes. 4:15 meaning 25. 4:15. The only bad thing that can happen with this trade, guys, because remember, we don't have a deal wall anywhere until the price check. We don't have any fair value gap projecting us. We don't have anything. The only thing that could potentially stop this trade from working out is the market being overbought. That's the only thing that can stop this trade right now. The market being overbought, I mean, we've already pumped up about 150 points. Obviously, we're going to have to pump up a lot more to get the price target. But the only thing that can potentially stop this trade is a lack of volume, a lack of momentum, and us being overbought. That's the only thing that can stop us off from the trade. Are we getting an MSS? Well, we were bullish in the first place on a higher time frame, so there wasn't really an MSS anywhere. If you lose this one, yo, chill out, bro. Chill out, bro. Chill out. Anyways, now, but I'll see. I'll let you guys know how the trade is looking like the closer we get into it. Right now, it's hard to tell because obviously we don't know how the buying pressure is going to be like into the inverse because we're pretty far away from it. Right, we're about 40 points away from the entry, so we need to wait for it. Dude, Top Step's reputation is going through the floor, bro. I'm reading Twitter right now, and this guy keeps saying we continue to work behind the scenes. I will continue more tomorrow. Again, I do hear the frustration as a trader. Confidence in yourself and in your strategy starts with your platform. I get it. I've been there, but dude, it's every other day, bro. Like, damn, bro. And, oh my god, dude, we've been pumping. I wasn't even looking. Okay, let me kind of type of a commentary here. At 25. Hold on, guys. 349. Oh my god, dude. Okay, we're getting a lot of buying pressure here, which is a really good sign for potentially longs. I just don't want the trade to just chop out. That's the one thing I just don't want today, guys. But we'll see how this goes. I would say just have these main 3 price targets. Let me kind of type up some commentary here, guys. One sec. But yeah, we'll see how this inverse holds up. I do want to see a little bit more. I know we got a bunch of buying pressure right now. Let the market cool down. Let it have another impulse. And depending on that impulse, we can go from there. All right, guys. But this is gonna be the last setup for the day, bro, because I don't know how good this market wants to be for the whole day. It does look a lot cleaner than this morning, though. That's for sure. But yeah, we'll see. So far, I'm just gonna work on the commentary, guys. So I'm gonna lock in. I'm gonna go quiet for a second, just make sure everything is lined up and ready to go, and we'll go from there. In 25, 16, 25. Okay, let me just make sure everything looks good. Okay. So although price seems like price market open. So thankfully, it seems like the market's trying to put some momentum, and that's showing us. Let's see how price is able to react from the general liquidity. Bring the buying pressure shown. It will take long. Pressure inverse. If price is able to impulse above, hold above the general liquidity for a bullish reaction, and inverse the time frames, and keep showing these buyers from left. There you go. But yeah, what's going on here? We pumped up. Okay, we're just getting a little bit of a pullback, it seems, which is pretty normal. It's quite healthy for the market. But yeah. When do we go longs? Typically around 416 would be pretty good. But I'll let you guys know. Indicator showing longs. Yeah, I mean, it's because we're bullish. We're bullish right now. We're holding above 349 with no signs of a DOL sweep. We're still pumping up. We have buying pressure. We have room. We have a setup for higher. We have room for higher. We have price targets above. The setup looks pretty good. Don't get me wrong. The only thing I'm worried about is, although it looks really good, is how good is the buying pressure? That's the real question. Like, can we really, hold this up still as with all the buying pressure we already got already? You know what I mean? So that's the main concern. But we'll see. Really, only time could tell. The closer we get into the inverse, the more we'll be able to see how buyers are strong, aggressive, if they want higher, if they're gonna chop. We'll see from there. All right, guys. But yeah, once again, this is gonna be the last and the last setup I look at for today, whether it works out or not, whether it plays out or not. It'll be the last setup. All right, guys, because I don't want to be overdoing the trade. You know what I mean? Price inverse the hourly bearish imbalance, but it hasn't inversed the 15-minute imbalance. It has inversed the 5-minute, but not the 15-minute. That's why I'm telling you guys to look for an entry around 416 rather than 390, right? Because 390, if I'm not mistaken, is the 5-minute inverse, right? But we want the 15-minute inverse, so high risk, beware. Well, yeah, the only reason I'm saying is it's kind of a little bit of higher risk, and it's a good setup, not perfect, because we are kind of overbought a little bit, but doesn't mean that the market is guaranteed to go down. It can continue going up into its price targets. There's just a little bit of a higher risk in terms of a pullback or price slowing down and so on. All right, so keep that in mind. Keep that in mind, guys, when you guys are taking this trade, if you are going to end up taking it, if it even plays out. But yeah. Oh, and ES actually ended up inversing this rally gap, and I already hit a 1-to-1. And ES also took out the level of liquidity at 862, which is a really good sign that it's holding above it. And then this just means that we wouldn't really have anything stopping us until 882 unless price wants to shoot back down into 862. But the next price target on ES will be 882. So both NQ and ES have room for higher, especially off the inverse. Question is, can we really hold above the inverse? That's what we want to see. Yo. What's up, bro? Chilling, bro. Dude, I saw you took this. Dude, we took the shorts at the same exact time, bro. Did you see that, bro? Dude. I promise you, bro, I was just as speechless, bro. Really good, dude. The only thing that held us back, bro, was that 15-minute gap, bro.
Bro,
Perfect
listen, I
confirmations.
swear to God, I was like, I wanted longs. And once we inverse that for value gap, I was like, okay, then it's my pivot here. So if we're not holding here, then we're just going to drive into the new lows. That was my thought process, but
Dude, you took a fair value gap projection, right? Not an inverse.
I took inverse.
You took
on
an
the
inverse.
one. Yeah.
Oh, dude, I took an inverse on the 5 after a 5. We tried shorts 2 times, bro. The first time was an inverse out to 5, holding below the level of liquidity and everything. Didn't work out. You know, it was a little bit indecisive. I'm like, you know what? Okay, it's fine. Maybe the market just wants to retrace. It retraces into the middle of the bearish value up above, rejects perfectly, goes back into the inverse on the 5 minute that we took. I'm like, okay, well, maybe it was just a pullback. Let's try it again. But we tried again, straight back up like nothing happened. I'm like, all right, well, fuck me, I guess, you know? And then it shoots back down again. I'm like, nah, it's just too indecisive. And it goes right back up, bro. So now we've been in the markets for like an hour just waiting for a new setup. We have one for longs, but I'm trying to see how the momentum holds up to see if I even want to put it out or not.
Shit's ass, bro.
Bro. Dude, you saw Top Step went down again, bro.
3 days in a row.
3 days in a row. It's so stupid, dude. And then, bro, you know what's the funniest part? The CEO of Top Step is trying to make a real broker. You can't even manage a prop firm, bro. What are you like? Are you crazy? He's on Twitter just, oh my god, guys, I can't wait for this to happen. Oh my god, like, bro, you have more things to worry about on actual problems, you know. And then, dude, Patrick, bro, PW is fucking rage baiting him, bro, like crazy. It's funny.
Wait, really? I didn't see that.
Dude, he's in his comments like, it's okay, bro. We all love you. It's okay. Mistakes happen. And he just keeps spamming it in every tweet that he's saying, bro. Because remember, the CEO of TopStep was suing Patrick for talking shit about their platform on problems that was actually happening. You know what I mean? And then, dude, Patrick is like, maybe if you spent your money on fixing the platform rather than some lawyers, you probably wouldn't be having these issues, dude.
Dude, I had my stop at 4K. It filled me at 5,600.
At wait. 5,600?
Yeah.
Wait, what are you talking about?
No, 4K like dollars.
Oh.
And it filled me at negative 5,600.
Oh, in your stop, right? Damn, bro.
Yeah.
Bro.
Like, bro, what?
Yeah, dude. Wait, suing for speaking? I think it's like what, like what's the word? Defamation? Like it's like when someone talks bad about your company, like without like, I don't know, something.
Wait, who's suing who?
Dude, TopStep has been suing Patrick for months, dude. Maybe close to a year. Like they've been trying to sue him for the longest time, but they sent him a letter and everything for court.
Patrick. What's his Twitter?
Dude, Patrick. I don't know how to say his last name. It's like Werland. So Patrick, Wieland. And bro, he literally tweeted on one of the CEOs of TopStep's Twitter. He said maybe if you spend your money on fixing the platform instead of hiring lawyers, you wouldn't be having these issues. Dude, he does not give a fuck, bro. But yeah.
Wait, I can't find his Twitter.
Hold on, let me link it to you. Yeah, for some reason, sometimes he doesn't come up on my search thing either. It's like a big hit or miss. But I'm gonna send to you on iMessage.
Send on cord or iMessage. Yeah.
I got there.
Been through it.
Dude, but Patrick is a dude, this is crazy, bro. Multi-millionaire, dude.
Oh, I have him blocked. That's why.
Bro, why, bro? But yeah, bro, right here we're just waiting on longs, dude. It's gonna be a slow one, bro. But as long as it's cleaner than whatever happened this morning, bro, it'll be good. Yo, does your live account still have a trailing drawdown, or is it just frozen already?
Yeah, bro, 4,500. It's bullshit.
Wait, you lost the account?
No, it's just trailing for the day.
Wait, what do you mean 4,500?
David, it's trailing, like daily trailing. So, if, like, for example, you get a 150K account, right, live. you have 150K worth of like drawdown, but your daily drawdown is only 4,500.
Oh, dude, I was about to say, bro.
Yeah.
Nah, stupid, bro. But yeah, bro.
I contacted them. I was like, bro, that's stupid as fuck. It doesn't make sense. They're like, oh well, make an extra 100K and then we can give you some more. I'm like, yeah, to make you money.
Yeah. Let me put this on the premium chat.
Wait, do you think these CEOs like read their comments?
Bro, yeah. Let me see.
Dude, holy comments, bro. 257 comments, just straight gassing. Yo.
Dude, it's been such a long day today, bro.
Oh god.
Hey, you called it a day, or you're still gonna try to trade during the PM?
I'm trying, bro, but there's nothing to fucking.
It's not that there's no, like there's setups, so they're just so far away, bro, because of CPI. Dude, you would imagine, right? We've had such a nice week and everything, and bro, CPI comes along, it's gonna be an easier, even crazier day. The complete opposite, bro. And tomorrow's OPEC, which is even worse.
Dude, I couldn't even trade on the good days because I was moving.
Bro, how's the place, bro? I saw your live on YouTube yesterday, bro.
Do I like it?
Yeah. I mean, dude, you should have had the windows open, but
Bro, I can't see the monitors when I do.
bro. Yeah, bro, how is it, bro?
It's sick, bro. Do we have news tomorrow?
No, we do have OPEC though.
Oh my god.
Bro, I think Desi took the same trade as us and also got stopped out, bro. Oh no, he took longs. But he got stopped
Dude,
out.
I
Dude,
hate
everyone's getting
fuck-
stopped out today, bro. Wait, what happened?
Bro, OPEX, I hate OPEX.
Nah, bro. I can't trade that shit, bro. Dude, I always say I'm not gonna trade it and I end up trading it.
Oh god.
I'm like, guys, tomorrow we'll not be on. And I wake up
Oh
and I'm like, you know what?
God.
Let me look at the markets. Maybe maybe it's good. Dude, I end up always trading, bro.
I know, bro.
There hasn't been a time where where I've ever said, guys, I'm not on, and I'll be on. And I'm not actually on. That's what I meant. But yeah, bro. Dude, everyone is getting stopped out today, bro. Me, you, Desi, long shorts, no matter what, bro. The market's fucked everyone this morning, bro.
Hey, yo.
There you go. But yeah, bro. Hopefully these longs, bro. It's yo, David. We've traded the last two OPEX, dude. We've traded way more in a row, bro. I think I've traded like the last 4 OPEXs after I said I'm not gonna trade them. But tomorrow, I'm actually not gonna trade OPEX. I'm not gonna trade OPEX tomorrow. David, you enter any trades today? No, I'm actually I told you guys before, as I started the stream today, before we got any trade, that I was personally done for the week. I made my profits. I'm super happy with with this week's profits. So today and tomorrow I was gonna do commentary, but today ended up being a little bit of a mess. With this market open, but yeah. Yeah, bro, it's good, bro. I mean, we'll make it back, I'm sure. It's just, bro, it's one bad day out of dozens of days that we've had. Crazy, you know what I mean? It'll be fine. You know what I mean? I just need people to understand that bad days happen and we're not all robots here that only win. And you'd be surprised. A lot of people actually think that as well.
Yo, Cabby, I'm on Twitter right now, bro. And apparently they took shorts at the same time as us at 9:58, so about 10 minutes after us. And apparently Top Step logged them out when they went down, and it removed their stop loss. They said Top Step X removed my stop loss and logged me out. Who wants a class action against Top Step?
Well, I've seen that, yeah.
Bro.
Dude, listen, I can't defend the firm if they're doing shit like that, bro.
They're
I swear.
good, dude. That's the thing. They're a good firm, bro. We've all used them. It's just,
Bro, they're so, listen, I swear to God, I said the same thing, bro. They're so reliable. And then, yeah, GG's.
bro, the thing is, why haven't these issues happened before when the prop firm has been a little bit more new? Now it's happening as they're becoming more stable and more popular, you know? It's an everyday thing. I get it. You know, one time shit happens to the server, 2 times, okay, maybe there's an error in the code, 3 times in a row. It's crazy. And bro, this doesn't happen during the PM session. This doesn't happen during the night session. It only happens during the opening session when price is the best, when the setups are the best. It doesn't make sense. It's like if
it might be the volume of orders and trades.
But dude, why hasn't this happened before though? It's happening just randomly now after the firm has been out for over a year or 2, or the broker or the platform, whatever you want to call it. It's too many people that are overloaded. There's no way, bro. Because I've seen crazier markets with crazier people trading. Nothing. Literally no issues.
Dude, chat, my fills literally listen. I had a PT, I think it was like for 12,000, bro. No troll. I got filled at like 9. That's how bad it is.
Bro.
And like plus chat, the live accounts are apparently live market orders. So those should be like, you know what I'm trying to say? Like they should be the order where you actually place it. Does that make sense? I don't know. It just makes no sense, to be honest.
And then, dude, the market right now is so slow, which makes me so tired, bro. I really do want to wait for these longs. Although I'm not going to take them for myself since I'm not even trading today, I do really want to give you guys at least one more setup, bro. So I'm not going to get off until I see something happen with this trade right here. Whether it dumps or pumps or does nothing, I'll see. Probably after that Cloudflare thing got worse. It can't be because that just shuts down the whole website in general. I don't know, bro. I really don't know. Let me see. Their status page says everything has been perfect today, no downtime, etc. Trust me, bro. They have to change that, bro. Because if they don't do that, then not only does it will make it worse because they're not even being transparent about it anymore. You know. But yeah. And dude, people are having enough. Dude, I'm on Twitter, bro, and everyone's saying like, dude, I'm never trading on Top Step. This is like my final shot. Like, I'm done with this shit. Because once again, bro, it happens once. It's okay. You know what shit happens? At least reverse our days. You know, it happens twice. Okay, well, you know, we're a little bit annoyed. Happens again. That's it. People are done with that shit, bro. You can't just keep milking all your customers and, you know, making them miss trades and making them miss out on money and not expect anything in return. You know, all right, bro, come on now. Come on, bro. But yeah. Bro, Crab.
Nope.
You know, apparently, okay, you know how the Jake Paul fight is on. Wait, today Thursday or today Wednesday? Oh, dude, the Jake Paul fight is tomorrow, right? Dude, apparently, if you bet on Jake Paul, he has a 14. He's the underdog. He's only 14% odds. So if you bet $1,000, no, if you bet $100 on him, you can make $1,007.
Wait, $100? So 10x?
It's literally 10x, yeah, on Robinhood. If you bet on, for some reason, he's the underdog. He has a 40% chance of winning. I don't even know how, but I'm not gonna lie, bro. The Jake Paul hate now, it's kind of like overdone, dude. Like, he's a pretty good boxer now, dude. I see him training everything, bro. He's pretty good. He's pretty good. But dude, this type of bet, bro, whether I like Jake Paul or not, you can't, dude. This thing you can't miss out on this, dude. A 10x,
No
dude.
comment.
No, bro, $100, bro. Bro, it's on Netflix and it's Jake Paul, bro. What are the chances it's not rigged? Impossible. It has to be rigged, bro. You know what I mean? It has to be. There's no way. That's not. No. I checked it yesterday because me and my friends, we put the bet yesterday. $100 goes, if you win from $100, it goes into $1,007. I don't know if it got raised today or something. I don't know. Or lowered. I don't know. But yesterday it was 10x. A little more than you know who? Well, I don't really watch boxing that much. So I really don't know who Anthony Joshua is. But I mean, dude, okay, look, hear me out. And I want you guys to hear me out here. All right. Now 600, I just checked. Okay, so maybe it's just like averaging out. But hear me out, guys. Okay. Jake Paul. He's known to kind of, quote unquote, rig fights, right? Whether it's true or not, he's known for it. Right? So what are the odds it doesn't happen this time? Right? Now, if you guys look at the videos that Jake Paul has before the fight, hear me out. He's hanging out with his opponent. How does that make sense? They're supposed to be rivals, dude. They're supposed to hate each other and fucking fight to the death on the thing. You know what I mean? But no, they're going on boats together. They're driving together. They're hanging out together. Come on, bro. They're friends, bro. Like, come on. You know what I mean? So, and hear me out. It's on Netflix. It's entertainment. It's not an actual fight. It's on Netflix. So, what are the chances it's not rigged, bro? So I'm betting on Jake Paul because $100 into $1,000. Come on now, bro. That's a no-brainer, bro. Even if he loses, bro, still, it's only $100. You know what I mean? That you're risking for 10x or now 6x apparently. But yeah, if I lose, no, chill. I'm just telling you guys my thought process, right? But dude, there's no way it's not rigged, bro. I'm calling that Jake Paul wins tomorrow. There's no way he doesn't. Everything just adds up, bro. He's hanging out with his opponent. Jake Paul has money. He's known for 2 rig fights. It's on Netflix. Come on, bro. Is what I'm saying? Yeah, I mean, if you want to wait a little bit longer, then you can. But yeah, bro. At this, or maybe just come back later, if anything. Bro, I'm gonna go longs on Jake Paul, crab.
Bro.
Bro. But yeah, and dude, Jake Paul's a pretty good boxer now, bro. I know back then, like, it was like a joke and everything, like a YouTuber and whatever. But dude, the way he trains and everything, bro, he trains harder than most boxers out there now. And I'm not trying to glaze or anything, bro, but dude, like,
Anybody that boxes and takes it serious, I have respect for.
Exactly, bro. No, he does not, bro. You have to watch the videos, bro. I don't know if you've seen them or not. Let me see, bro. AJ's a 2-time heavyweight champion. Of course, a YouTuber, Jake Paul, is the underdog. Well,
he's right.
I guess, yeah, I guess. But dude, how many times have we said that about Mike Tyson, about everyone else, bro? How many times? You know what I mean? So, what are the chances it doesn't happen this time? Yeah, but Mike Tyson is 60 years old. I guess, yeah, But Mike Tyson was rigged. Yeah, it was on Netflix, right? Netflix being an entertainment show, it could be possibly rigged this time. I'm just saying the chances of it being rigged is a lot higher than him losing. So I'm gonna put my money where my mouth is, bro, and where's your education buddy so I can go through it, please? Of course, here. There's a few channels. While I wait for the trade. Okay, so start here. 1 second. Let me send it over to you. 1 sec, Susanna. One second. Let me send it all over. 1 sec. Blasters full strategy. Oh. Boom. Yep, I got you. 1 sec. Let me find the last channel. Right here. Okay, there you go. I went ahead and sent it to you. Check out those 4 channels. Everything that you need is all there. All right. But yeah. Jake should fight someone his age and weight class. Yeah, but that doesn't bring money, bro. On Polymarket, $100 to $900. I'm on there, bro. I'm pretty sure on Robinhood, it's $100 to $1,000. I could be wrong. I maybe they changed it, but yesterday it was $100 into $1,007 for Jake Paul. Bro, Krabby, you think Jake Paul gets knocked out tomorrow? No, right?
Nah, I wouldn't. No, probably
no, definitely not.
I think nobody's gonna get knocked out.
Yeah, dude. You know Andrew Tate is fighting tomorrow. Apparently, he's in the cards.
The fuck?
I'm dead ass, bro. Andrew Tate is fighting tomorrow, on the boxing thing.
Dude, he's already rich enough. What is he doing?
Dude, he's doing side quests, bro. I know you don't like to give
Sorry.
advice on this, but there's a type of, is there a type of accountant slash professional that specializes in trading taxes? Not really, no. No. I'm sure they're all able to do it. If bro loses, he's gonna lose all his aura. Well, the thing is, dude, I don't think he gives a shit. He has more than enough money to not care, bro. But yeah. Taxes, bro. MJ is winning that fight. Bro, surprisingly, bro, no one is talking about. I mean, dude, Andrew Tate is not really as well known anymore. Well, not well known, but just not talked about anymore. To be fair, he's made his money. He's made his impact on the internet, bro. I think he's pretty good on that. Wait, he's not fighting tomorrow on the Netflix thing? Some organization? Oh, I think he was fighting tomorrow on the Netflix card. Andrew fights Saturday. That was tomorrow. Anyways. Hopefully this is the point that we've been waiting for, guys. We got the pullback. We got the choppy volume. Can we now break out of this range so we can go even higher? Hopefully. Jake fights the 19th, Andrew the 20th. Okay, so on Saturday, right? Yeah, Saturday. Okay. Bro, he got banned on every platform. Makes sense. Yeah. Take it with us? Nah, bro. I'm done for the week, bro. I'm done. I'm done. But I do want to watch to see how it does play out. And if you guys want to take it, then by all means, the setup is there. Let me lock in. Probably the push we're looking for. Hopefully, it is. Hopefully. We got to break out of this high first, though. Because yeah, dude, we chopped for like 30 minutes, bro. So hopefully this is the push. I don't want to wait any longer, bro. I do want to get off. I'm getting a little bit tired from these charts, bro. Let me reread my commentary. Although it seems that we had a perfect setup. Thank you. Thankfully, it seems like the market's starting to pick up. Okay, I'm looking to see how price is able to react and round react to 49, depending on that buying pressure shown. We're going to take long. Inputs above. All right, there we go. We have to get used to 24/7 markets. I am not getting used to that, bro. Kirby, what do you think about that, bro? Did you hear about the 24/6 markets? I think it's called, like the stock markets.
It's like when they added the options shit a while back.
Yep, it's gonna change everything, bro. 24/5. Just before my PT, bro. Smurf, bro. Nah, but you're taking. It was a little bit choppy, to be fair. Hopefully, we can see a pump up soon, bro. Because David, or Crab, I have a funding ticks account, and it's showing me I have a really high.
high HTF. Not sure how. Check it out. I've never used funding ticks, but I think you can average it out. You still need 3 more days to trade on the account, so I'm sure if you make a little bit less, it should be good. But yeah, just try to average it out if anything. David, is there a video of you explaining how NQ and ES correlate? I still don't understand it personally. Yes. Once again, it's one of my mentorship videos, so I know I keep saying I'm gonna link you guys some of them, but I'm not lying to you guys. I either forget or I haven't had the time to find them because it's a lot of videos and I don't title them. I just post them. So, but I have a lot of videos explaining that. Just not on my YouTube though. I do want to work on one for my YouTube. The premium, correct? Oh yeah, I'll send it here. I'll send it here in the premium. Dave, you think it's a good idea to just take a break until after Christmas? Yeah. Next week, I wouldn't really suggest trading at all. It's not most really ideal. Next week, I will be on. Maybe not trading. I'll probably just be focusing on commentary or something, or maybe education, more education. I've been doing classes too often. But I definitely don't want to be looking to trade next week. I've traded a bunch of Christmas weeks before, and it's never gone right. So yeah. Let me put this out here. But once again, guys, price seems to be kind of pumping up a little bit. Not the craziest, but we're kind of pumping up a little bit here. We're breaking past previous candle highs. It seems like we're getting out of this choppy range. Now we just need an impulse into this inverse, and then longs should be looking good. Now, once again, guys, this setup looks really, really good. It looks primed and everything. Just before you guys take it, the only thing you need to know and understand is the only thing that could potentially stop you guys out of this trade is that the market is overbought. Thankfully, we already kind of had the pullback in the market, so we probably don't have to worry about it anymore, but it is a possibility. From this inverse into our price targets, we have nothing stopping us. We don't have a fair value gap, we don't have a level of liquidity, we don't have anything until the price target at 450. All right, so if we inverse the fair value gap, it should, on paper, our thought process, it should go straight into 450. It could be a little bit slow, right? But as long as it hits it, it should be good. The only thing that can go wrong in this trade is that the market is overbought and it chops out into our stop loss. All right. That's the only thing I'm thinking about this trade. All right. Because yeah, if you look at the chart, it's the 15-minute gap. We already inversed the 1 hour, we already inversed the 5-minute, we inversed everything but the 15-minute. And if you inverse the 15-minute, there's nothing stopping you until 450, right? It's just a massive wick here. So if the buying pressure looks good enough, we should, keyword should, be able to see 450, at least 450. All right. Limit orders, no. Just enter off the impulse. But yeah, we'll see. Obviously, price is still a little bit slow. So, like I said, the trade is not going to be as fast as you think. But as long as price looks stable, no matter how long it takes, as long as we see it, it should be good. Bro. From to bearish. Oh yeah, because it's reading the highs here, the high up here. But just give it some time. It should like even out soon.
Bro.
What's up? Dude, no way we rejected again, bro.
Market,
Oh my god. Dude, it took like a whole hour to pump up 20 points, bro. Lost? I mean, no, we never entered. It's just we have to wait now longer for an entry. My limit order tapped me in. We never even inversed.
What are you guys doing, bro? We never inversed. Now we just have to wait a little bit longer for another pump up.
All right, yeah, David, I'm off till PM, bro.
Bro, I'm gonna stay on, bro. I'm gonna see if we can get one more pump here. If not, though, then yeah.
All right, peace out, guys. Peace out, David.
You're good, bro. Peace out, bro. Peace.
Peace out, guys.
Yeah, guys, we haven't inversed yet. I don't know why you guys are saying limit orders. We haven't inversed. Give it some time. Yeah, we literally have. What? The only thing is, we just have to wait for longer for the sub to inverse. But we haven't inversed this gap yet. Who answered? I don't know. Someone said, bro, my limit orders tapped me out. We haven't inversed. It's just going to take another, I don't even know how long to get a 20-point pop-up into 416. Dude, this market is so slow. Are you crap on changing things yet? Nah, I really haven't had time to watch it. TradeAway tapped it? No way. I don't have TradeAway open, so I wouldn't know. But TradeAway didn't even get near it. Well, it did, but not into 416 at least. So in my eyes, it hasn't inversed anything. And plus, remember, guys, when we inverse a fair value gap, wait for an impulse above the gap. Don't just enter because it inversed. I say this every stream. Hey there, bro. Just this past week, I almost lost all my profits. I want you to wait from on. Wait. How? I want you to wait on all my accounts from getting blown. What should I do? Well, obviously. Hey, bro. Just this past week, I lost almost all my profit. How? Unless you took your own trades. Because for us, we were green this whole week. 200 points, 80 points, and 80 points again. And then today, we just had one bad morning, which we're trying to make back right now. But how are you? I don't know. Maybe you took your own trades or something. But yeah. What about yesterday? Not everyone had a 40-point stop loss. What did we do yesterday? Well, okay. One thing I always tell you guys: if you guys are gonna take my trade and you don't use the stop, if you don't use the stop loss that I'm using, you didn't take my trade. You took your own trade. All right. And there's no one to answer. I got you. But yeah, if you guys ever take my trades and I tell you a stop loss, which I always do, and you don't use that stop loss, it's not my trade. It's your own trade. So every single day this week, 200 points, 80 points, and 80 points again, all of them were winning trades. Everyone was green on them, or at least most people. TradeAway did hit 416, but even if it hit 416, you guys always know we always wait for an impulse above the gap to make sure that buyers are still in control. All right, so even if it did hit 416, which in my eyes it didn't, or at least in TradingView, there is still no entry. You have to wait for the impulse. I always tell you guys this. We have a 50-point stop loss? I don't. It's 35. And if my stop loss, if you guys see that the entry is going to be a little bit later and you feel like the stop loss is going to be a lot more extended, just size less. I always tell you guys this. Obviously, don't full port with a 50-point stop loss or 40-point stop loss, but sometimes you have to do what you have to do because the market is way too volatile. It doesn't mean that the trade is bad. It just means that you have to size less and, just go from there. And see, people know what the stop loss is going to be and still enter full size, and then they get mad at me when they blow their accounts. Like, bro, obviously, you guys have, I can only guide you so much. You guys have to use your brain and actually be like, okay, well, if we're going to get a late entry and wait for an impulse, maybe I should size a little bit less so I can average out my loss if, that's what I'm going to be risking. You know what I mean? And then they have the audacity to get mad at me, bro. You know what I mean? If you're uncomfortable with the trade, you're over leveraged. Exactly. That's how many contracts do you usually enter with? About 7 to 10. 7 if my stop loss is a little bit extended. 10 if I think my stop loss is going to be perfect. They oversize and then cry. And then they cry to me, bro. And then I'm the one. Look, for today, for example, right? We took 2 losses, right? But this whole week, it's been really good. Yeah, some people were saying, oh, dude, I've lost everything. And then I'm going to be the one that fall. And then if I look at the WAP thing, people are going to be like, oh, dude, trading isn't for me. This thing doesn't work. This product doesn't work. Because we had one bad day out of dude, I'm not going to lie to you guys. We've probably been on a winning streak for over a month now. And I haven't been counting it because I haven't been focusing on the winning streak. But we've probably been on a winning streak for over a month now. And this was our first bad day so far. I mean, we can always make it back with this trade if it plays out. But so far, we're red today, right? Or at least you guys are, right? And people are gonna find a way to say, "Oh, dude, this doesn't work for me. Trading isn't for me." It's one bad day, bro. And if you really can't accept that, if you can't accept that you're gonna have one bad day, or maybe a bad week, or maybe a bad month in the markets, then yeah, it's probably true that trading probably isn't for you. You know what I mean? And that's the one thing that really annoys me, bro. Bad month is kind of crazy, dude. Bad months happen, bro. It's the stock market, bro. Nothing is 100%, bro. You're gonna have bad months, and by bad month, I mean maybe you can be on a winning streak and maybe you over leverage on a trade and you wipe all of your month's gains and you go back red. That's what a bad month means. Or maybe you go on a losing streak for a whole month, right? But dude, it's gonna happen. It's happened to me. It's gonna happen to you. It happens to everyone. It happened to me, Krabby, everyone. You guys have to learn to accept that, bro. Because look, I already know for a fact that if I go check the cancel reasons for WAP for the premium, because anytime I put out a losing trade, I'm always gonna get a handful of cancels of people just quitting. And every time I read them, it's oh, dude, he promoted a winning trade and I joined and it was a losing trade. Dude, it was one trade after like a whole month of wins, bro. Like, I really don't understand that part, bro. But yeah, I already know that's gonna be the case today, bro. Are we trying this trash volume? We're trying to see if it picks up last second. If not, then we'll see. But like I said, guys, I'll let you know if there's a good entry or not. All right, I'll let you guys know. Like, hey, there's an impulse, or hey, it looks too choppy. I'll let you guys know. Don't worry. Because I do want to see how longs play out. I mean, we've been waiting the markets for almost 2 hours now. This better play out, but we'll see. All right. And then, dude, I have people on my YouTube chat saying, "Oh, dude, but this setup is garbage." If you think the setup is garbage, I mean, the first one we took, then why are you taking it? That's the one thing I never understand. People are always talking in hindsight. Like, if you think it's bad, then why'd you take it in the first place? You know what I mean? It's hindsight is always 20/20 vision. I always go by that, bro. David, bro, don't let people who want quick money sway you away from your teaching. No, I promise you, bro, they don't. I don't even bother with them, bro. I really don't. It's just sometimes, obviously, I want you guys to understand that not every day will be a good day. You know what I mean? I've had some people join recently because they're like, hey, I've seen you on a good streak and everything. I'm going to try out the premium. And then they join, and then, the next day goes bad, and they're like, oh, but what happened? And then I'm like, we're still on the streak, but, just one bad day. You know what I mean? It happens. Bro, back. Come on now, bro. But yeah. And what is this market? Just slow, bro. Super. To be fair, we are kind of overbought, so a little bit of chop here is normal. We just don't know how long it's gonna be. Hopefully, not too long, because I really want to see these longs play out. I mean, I didn't sit in front of the markets for 2 hours to not get anything. You know what I mean? I want to see these longs really play out here, but thankfully, we're not super far away from entry. At least, yeah, I don't want to jinx it. We're only 30 points away. All we need is one good pump up into the upside, and then we can get an entry. But we'll see if we can even get it. Because if it's a slow grind up, then I'm gonna tell you guys, maybe avoid this one, even if it works out or not. You know what I mean? It's not gonna be worth it. But I just want to see a pump up. I do. Yeah, Beck, I do. How do you tell we're overbought? Look, for one, I mean, if you look at the 5 minute time frame, we kind of just did nothing but pump up for about 230 points. So the market is about to slow down a little bit. How much are you up this week? If I'm not mistaken, I think I'm up $1,419 per account, more or less around that range. I know it's 1.4K something. So around that range. So for me, anytime I'm up over $1,000 on the week, I call it per account. I call it a week. No matter if I caught one trade, two trades, five trades, I will call it a week. No matter until I hit that $1,000 mark. David, are you gonna be giving Christmas discounts? Yeah, I will. I'll be doing giveaways, discounts, and everything. I'll prepare that over the weekend though. But yeah, just to give back some stuff. You know what I mean? But yeah. with my free evals, bro. I'll load up on some for you guys, bro. I'll get you guys some. All right, but I'll probably do it over this weekend or maybe next week. All right, for Christmas. All right, guys. So yeah, if you guys blew your accounts today with the trades, hopefully not. But if you did, don't worry. I'll get you guys right. What's up, Hanif, bro? You're gonna ask the most diabolical question, but go ahead. David, no hindsight, but why do you keep exactly 1-6? Why do you enter long time one? Bro, let me guess. It's gonna be the bottom of the market. All right, bro. I already knew it, bro. I'm off this. I would highly recommend everyone else too. Yeah, we'll see tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow will be for sure. We'll see. Remember, tomorrow is OPEX. But bro, guys, okay. Let me ask you guys something. This setup is gonna take forever to play out. We know that part. Would you guys be down to trade the setup during the PM session? Yes or no? Let me know so I can get on or not. Because right now, dude, it's literally like we're watching paint dry. Yes? Okay. Will you go live? It depends on the volume. I typically never go live for the PM session because I just don't really enjoy doing it. Let me see. Why does my chart look like this? You're on NQ. You don't have delayed data. You have the indicator. You're on the 5-minute time frame. Oh. Oh. You either have an indicator that's changing your candle colors. Yeah, it's definitely an indicator. Okay, look. On your chart, I think your name is Susanna. Click this line right here, like this little arrow, and turn off every indicator, and it should fix your candles. You probably have like some volume indicator turned on or something. You don't enjoy the PM session? Not really. Not really. As soon as David gets off, the trade will play out. Oh, I know. Trust me, I know. What time we're on the PM session? Anytime the setup plays out. It could be now, it could be later, it could be in 3 hours from now. No one knows. Also, the indicator is low where the market is not like yours. Because the indicator right now it's reading shorts from a DWO sweep here. So yeah, it should be showing shorts around here, no? Yeah, it's showing shorts here. It's normal. Because it's reading this high up here. But for now, we're not gonna be bearish just yet. We're waiting for the market to see whether it wants to react bearish or bullish for now. But right now, it's hard to tell because the market is so slow. So right now, we're just waiting on it. Thank you. I got you. But right for now, just try to avoid everything until the market kind of picks up the volume. Why's my chart like this? Let me see. Bro. When was this? Wait, 11:30. Oh, dude, you have the opposite chart, bro. This dude, bro. Bitcoin is dumping. Bitcoin doesn't really correlate to Nasdaq, like at all. But yeah, guys, bro. Honestly, bro. Wait, hold on. Hold up. Wait. Hold this thought for a second. Hold on. I actually didn't see this. David Cook. Hold on, bro. I'm cooking. Hold on. I did actually didn't see this, dude. I've been staring at this chart for like the past 2 hours, and I haven't seen this until now. We have a 15-minute inverse, nowhere near the next 15-minute gap. Wait. Dude, who keeps connecting to my trading view, bro? I mean, my trading view, bro. But we have a 5-minute though. It's 25 points. Yo, leeching off your trade. Yo, stop connecting to my trading view, bro. Come on now, bro. Lock in. I gotta lock in here, bro. If you guys are using my trading view, bro, chill out, bro. Hold on. Connect to it later, bro. All right. Because the thing is, guys, right now we're rejecting a little bit, right? I mean, we are overbought. We're trying to get a deal will sweep from 349, right? We have a 15-minute gap here. But the thing is, if we inverse this 15-minute, it would look good because not only are we inversing one gap here, right? one gap here, but we're also going to be inversing this gap here. But the problem is that if we inverse this gap here, if you look at the 5-minute time frame, you're going to be inside of another gap here and another gap here. So maybe shorts aren't ready yet. Maybe another time, right? Look, if we take longs, bro, there just wouldn't be as much of a headache as shorts has. Shorts is there, but there's so much restrictions as a bunch of your value gaps are in front of our face, bro, that, I'd rather just look to take longs, bro. So hopefully the market can pop up soon and we just go from there. Okay, yeah, shorts would be pretty ideal. And then you're probably wondering, okay, well, David, why don't we just take the 5-minute inverse instead from the 15-minute as well? Well, if you inverse the 5-minute gap, which would be not only here, but here as well, if you inverse this gap, you're going to be inside of the next gap that actually stopped us out in the first trade, which is the 15-minute gap here. So we would have to inverse not 1, not 2, not 3 on the 5-minute, but 4 gaps to get shorts. I'd rather just take longs, bro. Yeah, I'd rather just look to take longs. It would just be more ideal. Dude, this market is so tiring, bro. I might just come back during the PM session, bro. We're all gloving in 2026, bro. What time? There's no specific time that I come back during the PM session. It's whenever the setup is ready, we get on and boom, we go from there. So it's just really a matter of just paying attention to the chart and seeing what looks good, whenever it's ready. Keep us company. Dude, I'm getting very tired, bro. This chart is very boring. Hey, yo. You guys with these Photoshop pictures, bro. And now we're pumping up again, so. I'm just going to doom scroll for a little bit and see what the market does for the next 5-10 minutes. If it doesn't do anything, I'll just get off until later. Dude, what a long day, bro. Literally, the one and only day that I expected to not be long was today, and it was the complete opposite, bro. Yo, honest, bro. Dude, I'm so tired that I don't even have the energy to laugh, bro. No phrases there like that. Dude, honestly, bro, the first one, bro. Sleazy, the first one. Why you bro, I mean, dude, I can't have the idea of. I mean, both is just as bad, bro, to be honest. Dude. Is PR train? No, I wasn't laughing at that picture, bro. I was laughing at the question that someone asked. That Sleazy asked. David, would you rather walk over or. All right, bro. That's a whole lot of nothing question, bro. Which are you primarily reading? My Discord. Hey, yo. Yo. Bro. Wait, apparently Bitcoin is dumping. What is that right now? Ah, no, it's not doing anything. Oh my god, this is so boring. Wait, what happened? Is it from the video, bro? I'm gonna delete it. I'm not even gonna watch the video, bro. Uh, you're getting old or something. You're cooked, David. If you're getting tired from just 2 hours on the charts, dude, this market does not feel like 2 hours on the charts, bro. It feels like I've been on here the whole day, bro. Because you know when you get bored, time goes slower, bro. David, this bro. Yo, I'm not reading that R, bro. Oh, by the way, bro, guys, to kind of like spice up the chat a little bit here, bro, guys, you know that I found out why my computer kept crashing, bro. I promise you guys, dude, it's gonna be the stupidest thing ever, bro. You won't believe it. So, bro, no, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Nah, seriously though, guys, I think I found the reason why my computer kept crashing, bro. Guys, so apparently, or not apparently, so I'm here talking to my friends, right? And I'm like moving my table around, and I'm like, I'm like looking at the cables. I'm like, bro, why is my computer crashing? I've updated my drivers, I've reinstalled them, I've done everything, graphics card, drivers, and everything, guys. This whole time, every possible USB thing has been plugged into my motherboard and not my graphics card. So I've never been, bro, for the 1 year of me using this computer, I have never used a graphics card until like a month ago. I promise you guys. I literally have a picture, bro. So guys, this whole time, the reason why my computer kept crashing over and over and over after every stream is because I was putting every load into the CPU instead of the GPU. And I'm like, bro, like, what could it be? So I sent my friends a picture of the cabling or of like the cables and everything, and they're like, dude, everything is plugged into your motherboard or your CPU or whatever it is. I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, dude, move that to there. I'm like, okay, never crashed again, bro. You mean the motherboard? Yeah, that's what I said. The motherboard, CPU, same thing, right? I think. Right? Well, I don't know too much about computers, but yeah, the whole time, bro. I've always been for games, for everything. So the reason why my games kept crashing over and over and over, and I kept getting like little lag spikes, is because I was never using my graphics card. And the way we knew this is because they're like, dude, let's see why you're crashing. Let us look at your what's it called, like the what's it called, bro? The thing where you can look at like the reports from the computer every minute of the computer, whatever. And they're like, dude, open up your task manager and let me see something, bro. We look at my task manager and they're like, bro, why is your GPU at 0%? I'm like, I don't know. I'm not really using it, right? And we start working around with it, and it's still at 0%. And they're like, bro, look behind your computer real quick and send us a picture, dude. It was for the whole 1 year or whatever, or 1 or 2 years that I've had the computer, I've never used the GPU. Like, bro, and that's why the streams kept crashing over and over and over and over. You guys have noticed I've never crashed ever since. So yeah, Dave, you got me baffled, bro. I'm just as baffled, bro. Trust me. FNAF 2, FC Island, bro. Finance of Freddy's, bro. David, where the trade at? Dude, we're waiting for it, bro. It takes so long. Like, dude, I'm dead as going, bro. We're going crazy, bro. Why does today's market have to be the worst one, bro? Dude, who keeps connecting to my trading view, bro? My bad, yo, chill out, bro. What CPU you got? Dude, I don't know, bro. I did ask went to Best Buy. I'm like, yo, what's the best computer I can buy right now for streaming? And he told me this one. Bro, I'm not even gonna answer that, bro. Will you be getting back on this PM session? Dude, I'm praying this trade plays out now, bro, so I don't have to think about the market for the rest of the week, bro. And if you guys think today's market is bad, wait till OPEC starts tomorrow, bro. Open Task Manager, no say it. I have an AMD Ryzen 7. I think that's good. I hope it is. But yeah, bro, this whole time, I've been using my CPU, I think. And then, because yeah, we were looking at this at my GPU and it stayed at 0%. And we're like, dude, why is it at 0%? It was never plugged in. That's good? Okay, bet. But yeah. Blast, do you have a watch collection? Not really, no. David, is this a 45-point stop? No, it'll be 35. Wait, the heck? I never moved my stop loss down here. My bad. I don't know why I moved down there. Now it's 35 points. If we take it. David, Blast, any upcoming changes to a Z06? I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I haven't really been driving as much recently. Like I've barely driven my car recently. Cause dude, I recently fixed my racing simulator because I was having some issues with it. And dude, I haven't left my house in I don't even know, bro. I've just been playing. I mean, to be fair, I don't really have anywhere to go. If I get hungry, I either cook here, or I just order food. So yeah. Yo. Yeah, lately I haven't been going on night drives. I haven't been doing anything. I haven't really been driving. Bro does not cook, bro. Does microwaving? Yo, bro. Does microwaving count? Nah, I never ended up going yesterday, bro. I laid down in bed. I'm like, oh, bro, like 10 minutes here wouldn't be so bad, and I fell asleep. David, can you tell us when you'd hypothetically enter this? An aim post above 416, so maybe an entry around 420 would be pretty good. 420, 421, around there would be pretty good. Do you have a daily driver, or is your regular driver? I do want to buy a daily. I would love an F80. An F80 BMW. I don't really like the G80s all that much, but the F80s, beautiful, bro. They're pretty good dailies. I don't think they're pretty reliable. I don't think, but they're pretty cool. They're fast. They're cool. They sound good. Tunable. But yeah, for now, my vet is my daily. Not that I really go anywhere in the first place. Dude, I would love, bro. I've been using the Porsche in The Sims, bro, and now I get why people overhype the Porsche, bro. Dude, that car is crazy. It's not crazy fast, but the handling on it, bro, it's so perfect, bro. So yeah, I would love one in the future. Maybe like a GT3. Not an RS, but like a GT3. That car is crazy, bro. I do get why it's overhyped now. Get a Camaro and Pro Charge it? Nah, I don't like Camaros, bro. Dude, they're so like, they're so inconvenient to drive, bro. The Porsche is legit handling. Yeah, it's not fast, but the handling is amazing, bro. Give me my payout first, bro. You gotta get like a project car. If I do, it will for sure be an F80, bro. I'll put like the one headlight on it, bro. Get that intake. Oof. One big turbo. Yo, that would be crazy, bro. But yeah, bro, the one-eyed F80, bro. They want to buy. Bro, I love that, bro, for Christmas. Serious question. Okay, so it's actually a serious question. I kind of like looked through it. I started taking trading seriously in August. So you think it's okay? I haven't gotten my payout yet. August. How many months ago was August? Because obviously trading does take some time, whether you take it serious or not serious. It's a very hard process. In terms of mental challenges. So we have December 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 months. As long as you've gotten closer. Okay, look. Don't rush the payout. It'll come. But try to at least see if you can see, like, if you have consistency in your trading. Do you feel like you're getting better since August? Right? If you're slowly seeing consistency in your trades, then you're making progress. And eventually that payout is going to catch up and you'll be a lot more consistent with those payouts. I'm turning off. All right, bro. Take it easy, bro. But I'm now closer than ever. That means that you're making progress. Remember, guys, at first you need to make progress before you see the consistency. All right. Once you've gotten the hard part out of the way, once you get your first payout, it's payout after payout after payout after payout, just consistently over and over and over, because you've learned the hard stuff already. As long as you see improvement, you're doing good, bro. Forget about the payout right now, bro. It will catch up. All right, guys. Once again, it's not a race, bro. We're not rushing to get payouts here. Have you tried playing Arc Raiders? Nah, I've heard of it, but never played it. All right, JW, bro. Started training last month. Quit my. What? Now you're trolling, right? I started trading last month and I quit my 100K job. Yo. When are you going to say I'm joking, right? I'm just going to wait on that message. You're joking, right? Right? I'm just going to forget. I'm just going to pretend like I never read that. Next question. When will the markets go normal after the holidays? Typically after New Year's. It gets a little bit, I think he's serious. I'm not seeing the nah, I'm just playing message anywhere. I'm just gonna wait on it. Maybe it's a slow typer, right? Dude, no way we reject again, bro. How do you avoid fake outs? Wait, there's no way in 100% avoiding fake outs, but you can kind of try to avoid them by waiting for impulses. Why do you guys think I always tell you guys avoid entering off the bat? Always wait for an impulse above the inverse so you can get that confirmation that that direction is more aggressive. Andrew Tate told me to. All right, bro. I'm gonna get a 0-6 by summer. Have 3 PAs and 6K in payouts. You gotta invest that 6K in payouts into 20 PAs, bro. And then you can get it in 2 or 3 payouts, bro. So right now, if you want to get a 0-6 by summer, hear me out. You have 6K in total payouts. Invest a few thousand, maybe like $1,000 or $2,000 into some more evals and some more PA accounts. Stack up to 20 PAs. And once you get to 20 PAs, all it takes is 2 or 3 payouts. Because you're requesting 40K per payout. 2 payouts in your 80K. That's already more than half of the car already paid for. And then the third payout will just pay off the car completely. Now, that's if you don't have bills and other things to take care of. But who needs bills when you have a 0-6? You know what I mean? So yeah. 3 payouts is all you need, bro. 3 payouts. Obviously, I'm just kidding. You know what I mean? But yeah, no, 3 payouts. It can get you to that point. Does anyone know if TopStep or Apex allows news gambling trading? Yes, they do. Another serious question. Do you think it's dumb that I got 8 PAs before even getting a payout? No. I mean, you need the PAs first to get the payout, you know? See, I know that's progress, bro. That's progress closer into a payout, bro. Payout total in 2025? Wait, me? Like, how much have I requested in payouts? Quite a bit. Quite a bit. I'll make an announcement on it at the end of the year. On how much I've gotten in total. I actually don't know, but it's quite a bit. Are the 50-minute setups better than the 5-minute setups on the indicator? It's the same thing. It depends on whichever time frame looks a lot cleaner. When did you start trading? I started trading at 50 years old. Right now I'm 20. But I started trading options for 2 or 3 years, and then I moved over to futures. And then ever since then, I've been trading this strategy and this exact market, which is NQ. Bro, can't drink. All right, bro. I'm not even an alcoholic, bro. So, do you want an LLC? Yes, guys. After you request your first payout, it is suggested. You don't have to, but you should create an LLC. It will give you a lot more tax benefits behind trading and your business, right? Which is typically the markets and trading, you know? Serious question keeps coming. You're good. I got to $52,000 on about 5 times now, and every time I've lost the next trade doing the mental issue. If anything, bro, just size less, and just try to get away from that, bro. What's an LLC? It's a company that you're making, like a business. You know what I mean? Unless you want 40% tax, exactly. So if you don't want to get taxed under your name, you get taxed under your business. Why did Apex stop me out? You probably hit the trading drawdown, bro. Is it a mental issue? You're probably just getting too emotional because you're getting close to a payout. So, bro, just size less. That's really the way to fix it. But you have to make a new Apex account with a new LLC. Unfortunately, yes, because when they at the end of the year when they give you the report on how much money you made in terms of payout, it's gonna be under your Social Security, which will be taxed as personal income. So it has to be taxed under EIN, which is your LLC, which is kind of like your Social Security for your business. David, give me a dummy's guide to open an LLC. Unfortunately, I'm not the person to ask for that. All you need to do is just call a tax person and be like, hey, I need help opening an LLC. Boom, they'll do it for you. It doesn't take any longer than like an hour. David, you got money. Why don't you use a live account with your own funds? I feel like I won't make as much as I do with Apex. Because with Apex, okay, look, if I ever make a live account, which I did before in the past, I would trade with the same amount of micros, which is about 10, maybe 7, 10, around there. But I'm not copy trading, so it's not multiplying. So it's like I'm only trading on one account. You know what I mean? I might as well just do prop firms and just have it multiply. Are we locked in? Yeah, I'm still watching. Nothing crazy. I mean, I know we're getting closer to it, but I mean, we're just slowly going into that entry. All right. Once again, if we grind up into that entry with no impulse, I will tell you guys, even though we're inversing it, don't take it. All right. We need an impulse above that fair value gap. Why don't you size up on Apex if you have a lot of buffer? I'd rather not risk losing the account. I'm pretty happy with what I make. I'm consistently getting payouts with the amount that I make. I'm pretty happy with it. You know what I mean? If it's not broken, why fix it? Why over leverage to risk more? You know what I mean? David, are you ready? Are you ready? You're the one taking the trade. I'm not gonna. Like I said, I'm already done for the week. Obviously, I'm watching the setup. Don't get me wrong, but right now it's a little bit slow. So keep you know some patience, But yeah, are you ready? That's a real question, bro. Because once you get the impulse, if we even get it, you gotta be quick. You know, David says light and drop 3 minutes. All right, bro. What if we inverse it and it's just a DOL sweep? Well, the thing is, we don't have a DOL sweep anywhere. The only nearby DOL sweep or the DOL that we had was at 349, which is about 60 points away. So right now it's really just a matter of just inversing this gap and going to 450. But the thing is, it's gonna take all day because the market is not moving at all. And I'm not trying to be on live for any more than 30 more minutes, bro. Because I want to take a nap. It's my nap time, bro. David, how come you don't trade all 20 PAs? I like to have some reserves, some backup accounts just in case anything happens. God forbid, but you never know. Right? Sometimes you forget to remove a stop loss. You know, a billion things can happen. Dude, if we reject again, bro. Oh my goodness, dude. And I know the thing is, guys, you might be wondering, okay, why haven't you gotten off? Bro, I know the second that I get off is gonna play out. And I want to catch it on stream with you guys, but dude, it's so slow. Why does today have to be so painful, bro? It always happens. Always, bro. Always. How many Ps do you trade? I trade 10. I have 20, but I trade 10. Yeah, dude. We're rejecting again. Dude, we have been stuck in this choppy range. Oh my goodness, bro. 30 more minutes and call it. Dude, I might just call it now. And whenever the setup plays out, I'll just get back on, bro. Because I'm dead exhausted from looking at these charts, bro. It's so boring. So do you trade 10 one day and the other 10 another day? No, I just have the other 10 as backup. I'll see you next year. Bro, take it easy, Rickster, bro. Take it easy, bro. I'm saying at least one, or I'm seeing, wait, saying at least people. Wait, what? Bro, guys, bro, I'm gonna get off, bro. I'm gonna come back later, bro. I can't do this. It's so boring. It keeps rejecting, bro. We keep getting closer and closer to the entry, and it keeps rejecting, bro, every single time. But yeah, are you guys gonna come back later though? David, what's the indicator not finding the trade? Because it's currently reading a DOL sweep from this high up here at 406. So let price pump up a little bit, and it should display the trade. All right, guys. But yeah, for now, bro, I'm gonna take a little bit of a breather. Dude, I'm so tired from this trade. And if it plays out later on, I'll be active in the chat or maybe on stream and get back on and trade it with you guys. But once again, if you guys don't see an impulse off this inverse, please don't take it. Just take it only if it looks aggressive. I don't want you guys getting stuck in this chop here, man. All right, guys. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get off. If I get back, if the setup plays later, I'll get back on. All right, guys. But yeah, for now, guys, take a breather off the charts. Set your alerts around like 4:10, 4:15, and whenever you get the alert, we go from there. All right. But yeah, guys. Other than that, guys, I'll see you guys in probably a few minutes because I know if I get off, it's gonna play out. So I'll see you guys in a few minutes, if not like an hour or two. All right, if it plays out. All right, guys. But yeah, I'll see you guys in a few minutes then, or whenever it plays out. All right, guys. Peace out, guys. I'll see you guys soon. Peace, guys. Peace. And YouTube, guys, hopefully you guys are able to enjoy the stream. Unfortunately, not the cleanest day in the markets. We're still doing good, you know, in terms of the week and everything. But yeah, very draining day today. Very long day. Very boring day. Obviously, not every day will be a good day or a clean day, but we'll see. Now, I will be live trading with the premium later today if the setup ends up playing out. So if you guys do want to join, click the second link in the description to join the premium to get access to real-time live trading, real-time alerts, real-time education, and so much more to learn my strategy. All right, guys. But yeah, other than that, guys, I'm going to go ahead and get off, take a little bit of a breather from the charts, and get back on later once the setup is ready to be traded. All right, guys. So if anything, I'll see you guys in the premium. If not, I'll see you guys tomorrow if I go live. All right, guys. I'll let you guys know in the Discord. All right, guys. Peace out, guys, and I'll